8:56 on Wednesday, the 22nd. And we have another 24-hour read-a-thon planned for today.
I need to do this actually because I have only read one book, and that book was from our summer reading vlog.
That's bad.
It is horrible.
We started doing these videos towards the end of the month to help us with our reading goals, and they really have been helping. We like to do them. Hopefully you guys like to see them. We're just gonna go over the book choices we have for today. We roughly only get 3 books read every time we do a 24-hour read-a-thon, so we only picked out 4. Hopefully we can get to 4. If not, that's okay. We have some options.
So I do have a beach read in this stack. Last summer, I did purchase this one and People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry. And I read People We Meet on Vacation and I did not love it. I didn't like the trope. I didn't love where the story went. I didn't want to read beach read, but now that we're here, it's a new year. I think I might give her another chance. People love it, so maybe it was just that book that I didn't love, and maybe hopefully I'll love this one. So she's a strong contender. Then I have Good Girl Bad Blood. This is the second book in the Good Girl's Guide to Murder trilogy. I've been wanting to read this one forever. I absolutely loved A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, and I have been waiting to read this one. I have such a fun age. This is one that we got from the library. My library due date is already like today. I need to get to this. I really want to read this one. I don't really know too much about it, but that's fine.
I should have brought my library books.
Yeah. And then I have Hot House Flower. I'm trying to get through the Addicted / Calloway Sisters series this year, so I might get to this one. We'll see.
All right, so my little 4 stack here. I have Truly Devious. I know that this series is popular. I think it's a murder mystery YA, so that one sounds interesting. I brought that one. I did bring my Something Wilder, the Christina Lauren book. We went to the signing. It sounds interesting. It sounds like a great summer book, so I have that one. I do want to read The Unbecoming of Mara Dyer. I have had this for so long now, and I haven't touched it, but I do love a good YA mystery thriller, so I have this one as well. I guess this one and Truly Devious are kind of the same. And then I have the first book in the Briar You series, The Chase by Elle Kennedy. I read Off Campus, loved it, and these are really thin, so I feel like this is perfect to read like if I'm running out of time. So our goal is to start reading at 9 a.m. and we will read until 9 a.m. tomorrow.
No stopping the clock.
No stopping the clock. Just seeing how many books we can read in this 24 hours. We will be sleeping because we cannot function no sleep. So we're gonna read as much as we can today, and then maybe we'll read a little bit tomorrow morning.
So I think I'm gonna start with beach read. I'm gonna give Emily Henry another chance. I think this concept is really cute. Basically, we have 2 authors. The girl author writes romance books, and then the guy author writes literary fiction. They're neighbors right now, and they decide they're gonna switch genres since both of them are struggling with writer's block. It sounds like it'll be a perfect summer read since they are at beach houses.
I think I'm gonna start with Truly Devious. All I know is it is a YA murder story, and I did really like what we talked about, Good Girl's Guide to Murder, One of Us is Lying, those types of books. So I think this will be good and fast-paced. I don't know too much about the story, so I guess we'll just start it and see what happens. So it is 9:05. We're gonna get started now and start the timer. Okay, it's been a couple hours. We are about halfway through our books.
I'm actually really interested in mine right now. I really like where the story is going so far. Basically, we find out that the girl in this book, January, her father actually died. Her dad had like a whole other life. He was living at this beach house with his lover. It's basically her house now. So she's trying to like sell it, but also write her next story there. And I think she wants to take that idea of what happened to her and put it in her next book. She finds out that her neighbor is actually Augustus Everett. They're trying to make it seem like it was an enemy of hers back in college. They're both kind of struggling with writer's block right now. They decided to switch genres. She's going to be taking him on field trips that he can include in his romance books, and he's going to be taking her on interviews with surviving cult members. 2 very different things happening here, but I do like the idea of it. Hopefully it ends good.
I do know a lot more about this story now. We're following 2 stories. One of them takes place in 1936 when the Academy was first built, the first year it opened. There were 2 murders that happened, and we're following that case. And then we're also following the story right now in the present. A girl named Stevie is attending this school, and she gets there. She's obsessed with true crime, and she really wants to solve what actually happened. back then. So we are jumping back and forth from both stories, and normally I don't like that because I just want to know what's happening in one or the other. But I actually am not minding it so far. I find both of them entertaining. It's currently 12:29, so 12:30, noon 30.
We're just gonna keep reading and update you guys when we finish these books.
Okay, we finished. Honestly, not too bad. It took us like, what, 6 hours? It's now 3:07 p.m. so it took us 6 hours, which I feel like is kind of average. We did eat lunch.
I'm so tired.
Already?
Yeah.
I'm okay. The first book kind of, I feel like, takes a while, and then once you're in it, like, you're in it.
You guys, I just think Emily Henry's not for me.
No?
Personally. It started off good, but I feel like she does this thing where she likes to go off on side plots a little too much. Like, she'll talk about other characters and I don't care about them. Like, I don't care about these cult leaders. I want to know about these two people. I felt like that was happening a lot to the point where I was getting annoyed.
Yeah,
like I felt like I kept getting distracted from the overall story. It was just so many little things, but I did like the concept of it. I just think I personally don't love her writing, which sucks.
That's okay.
Yeah. At least I'm honest about it.
Yeah. Throughout this book, I was really hooked. I was really into both storylines, the past and present. Towards the end of this book, I did realize we weren't going to know who did it. It wasn't going to be solved in this one book. I don't mind cliffhangers. The only thing was I felt like this one was really disappointing. Because if you're going to end on a cliffhanger, make it something juicy.
Yeah.
Make it something interesting. Reveal a little something that makes me want to read the next one. You know what I mean? But I did like the story. I don't know if I would continue with the series. I do kind of want to know what happened, but then I'm like, a whole nother book worth? I don't know.
What would you rate that? Do you know yet?
Maybe a 3.25 average.
I'm thinking a very generous 3.
Okay, that's not bad.
It's me being nice.
So the one I'm gonna read next is The Unbecoming of Mara Dyer. Finally!
Yeah.
Finally! I'm looking forward to actually getting to know what it's about, and I think I'm really gonna like it. All I know is it's about Mara. She wakes up in the hospital and she doesn't remember anything. Her parents tell her, you were in this tragic accident, you were with your 3 friends, and not only was she the only survivor, but she was completely unharmed. So I think it's a mystery of like what happened that night. She doesn't remember.
That's a lot.
It is. I couldn't even imagine. Yeah, let's see how it goes. I love the cover as well.
She did it.
Yeah, yeah, probably.
So I'm gonna start Such a Fun Age. This is my library book. It is a part of Reese's book club too, so I'm sure it's gonna be good. I don't really know too much about it. It just seems like it's maybe a coming of age story because it's such a fun age. At the top it says, what happens when you do the right thing for the wrong reason? Such a Fun Age explores the stickiness of transactional relationships, what it means to make someone family, and the complicated reality of being a grown-up. I feel like this is a good one to read for like the age I'm at right now.
We'll get started and update you when we're about halfway again. It is 6:16 and we are halfway through our books. So I actually really like the way that the story is written so far. I love it when our main character is confused and then the reader is kept in the dark as well, because we're kind of trying to figure it out with Mara. She's slowly remembering in bits and pieces like what happened the night of the accident, but she's also experiencing a lot of PTSD and anxiety, so we don't know what she's hallucinating or if she's imagining it or if it's happening. I just love stories that are written like that. After she wakes up from the coma, her family decides, let's just move to a new town, start fresh. Her dad gets a new job in Florida, so they move over there. She's starting a new school, which is already a lot.
Yeah.
Like, you just were in this horrible accident, you lost your best friends, now you're moving across to this new place.
It's like a red flag.
Yeah, like the
why
cops.
are you running
Yeah.
away?
Exactly. We're introduced to this new character who I guess is going to be like her love interest. I like him. It doesn't take a lot for me to love like book boyfriends. Yeah, it's been not bad so far.
This book is really not what I expected it to be so far. Right off the bat, we see that our main character, Amira, works for the Chamberlain family. She is a babysitter. One night something happens and the Chamberlain family asks Amira to take their kid and just like hang out with her at the grocery store for a little while they try and get something situated at home. So Amira at the time was at a birthday party, but she did need the extra money. So she decided to leave the birthday party and go help the Chamberlain family out. There's a worker at this grocery store and a customer who racially profile her, and they kind of are just asking her like, why are you with this little girl? Like, what are you doing here? And she's like, I'm babysitting. And they're like, in that outfit, not believing that she's her babysitter. So basically this whole thing happens and Amira is just kind of realizing like, wow, I'm too old to be dealing with this. I don't even get paid enough. I don't have health insurance. I am at the age where I need to figure it out. I can't have this job forever. She's kind of realizing she needs to grow up. All her friends around her are getting promotions and having big girl jobs, and she's just kind of realizing I can't stay here and keep doing this. Pretty good so far. It's just not all what I was expecting.
Yeah. We've been doing pretty good so far, so I guess we're just gonna power through, finish these second books, and then update you guys, let you know how it goes. It's currently 9:31 p.m. and we are done with our second books. It took us about the same amount of time. I don't know why I thought I was gonna knock this one out faster. I was wondering throughout the book, how were they gonna explain this, right? Because a lot of things happened where you have to have an open mind about it, right? And I didn't know it was gonna go in that direction, but I'm not mad at it. And I don't want to give anything away, because if you go into it the way I did, like, it kind of caught me off guard, so I will let it catch you off guard too. We do get an explanation of why all of these strange things are happening, and it does make sense. I was pleasantly surprised with everything that had to do with her love interest and how they got to be. I'm trying to be as vague as possible. This is what I was talking about. Truly Devious, the way the cliffhanger happened, it wasn't it. This one, I could see myself trying to get the next book and see what's going to happen. Yeah, I think there's 3.
Oh.
Could be wrong, 2 or 3. Definitely like a 3.5. Another YA mystery. It was good. There was a twist on it. I really enjoyed it. It was kind of like more dark.
Such a fun age. It was a decent read. 3.5, I guess. I just felt like there wasn't really a plot.
Gotcha.
You know? Like, okay, so she needs a new job.
Maybe it's more of a wake-up call book. Like, hey, if you're around this age, y'all gotta start
getting off your parents' insurance at 26, so figure it out. And I'm like, okay, thank you for reminding me. No, but it was a good read. They did have some kind of twists in there. I am happy I finally read this one though, because I had been seeing it around a lot. I'm happy I finally read one of our library books.
I know. Too. I should have brought mine today.
Yeah, I didn't think it was gonna happen. I really thought we were gonna return them and not have read any of them.
So our ratings have pretty much been the same.
Yeah. I'm thinking 3.5.
It's only 9:30, so we're just gonna start a new book already, read as much as we can.
I'm probably going to read Hot House Flower. I have been obsessed with Daisy Calloway since the very beginning in the Addicted series, so I can't wait to read.
Sorry, it's like hitting me. Okay.
So I can't wait to read her story.
Yeah, I think I am gonna read my series one and just start the chase, mostly because it's thinner than my other book. I just am in the mood for a quick, easy romance read. I do love contemporary romance books. This is a college sports romance, and we've liked those, so I'm excited to just start it.
Those are all fun.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get up. So it's 9:38 and we're just gonna read and update you halfway like we've been doing.
We are halfway in our books. We knew right from the beginning that Daisy Calloway is the more adventurous, spontaneous sister, so I knew going into this one that it was going to be a fun, exciting book. I'm not going to say who her love interest is, just in case you want to read this series. I feel like it's kind of a spoiler, but they are so cute. It's kind of like a forbidden love. They're not supposed to be together, but they both just find so much comfort in each other. The guy in this story is like such a grump. He's always cussing. He's always mad at everybody. He's mad at the world. but he's not mad at Daisy ever. It's really good and cute so far, and I'm so excited to see how they wrap it up and end it.
So I've been enjoying this so far. Our main character, Summer, is the sister of one of the hockey boys from the Off-Campus series, which I love that connection. She comes from a wealthy family. She ended up transferring from Brown University to Briar University, so she's a junior. It's her first year there. She needs a place to stay, and she ends up rooming with 3 hockey players. I mean, come on. One of these roommates she actually has had a crush on for a while now, and he feels she might be like shallow because she's a sorority girl and she likes to party and she got kicked out of her last school and things like that. So he's very much trying to fight the attraction because he's like, I don't need that kind of drama in my life. I don't even want to entertain that. But a different roommate is totally into her and is upfront about it and is very much giving the effort she wants to see. So it's kind of like a mini love triangle. You can tell that there's feelings for like multiple people, but one of them doesn't want to put in the effort. And so yeah, I think it's good so far. Again, these books are just so easy to read and they're entertaining. I always love the couples. Already midnight. I think we're just gonna read for another like 2 hours and then call it a night and see you in the morning. I guess we'll see how far we can get in 2 hours. Okay, so it's 2:09 a.m. now. We're calling it. We're ready to go to bed. Every time we do this, the first night, I feel like I'm always exhausted. Yeah. Like all we did was read all day, but I'm so, like my brain's tired. So we're gonna sleep good, but our plan is to come back tomorrow like 7:30 because we really don't have too much left.
Yeah, how much more do you have? So I have 120 pages left.
And I only have 100, so we're thinking like 7:30 tomorrow, and we'll be able to finish right at 9. I guess we'll see you in the morning. We need to start doing these later in the day. Yeah, I guess we'll see you then. Good morning. It's 7:44. We're a little late.
We're blurry.
Like we said last night, we only have like 120 pages left, so that shouldn't take us too long. We're just gonna read straight right here. We're just gonna jump right into it and not waste any time, and we will see you when we're done. You guys, it is 9:03 on Thursday the 23rd. We are officially done with and we're blurry. The 24 hours is up. We finished our books. Hopefully eventually we can work our way up and read more than just 3 books in 24 hours.
I feel like some people can do 4.
I've seen people do like 6 books.
I can't.
I don't know how people read that fast, but
forever.
Yeah.
I knew I was gonna love this story. I knew I was gonna love this couple. There was so much going on in this book. I was interested the whole way through. So not only was it a contemporary romance, it also does deal with heavier and more serious topics. So I do enjoy getting to read that as well. And then we also got to see a lot of different scenes with the core 6, all of the characters from the Addicted/Calloway Sisters series. And I just loved watching them all connect and just seeing their relationships grow stronger. 4.5 for me.
This was just a classic L. Kennedy Briar U book. I like all the books that happen at that university, so I know I'm gonna like the rest of this series as well. Something I did notice though, I felt like in the Off-Campus series, since this is dual point of view, we get the girl and guy's perspective, I felt like we learned a lot more about their own, each individual personal lives in those. And with this one, I didn't feel that way, like especially with Colin, the love interest. I feel like we didn't get a lot of backstory with him. I don't know much about him or his parents or his family, and that's something that they've been incorporating into the other books, so I don't know why that is, or maybe I'm just remembering wrong, but that's just something I noticed while reading. I also do love how much we got to see the off-campus boys and characters in this book. Like, I wasn't sure if they were just gonna mention those names. You do actually see some of those characters in this book, so I really appreciate it for that. It's your typical college romance, and it was really cute. I'd give it like 3 stars, 3.25 maybe. Just 3s across the board for this video.
Average.
I feel like it's been a successful 24 hours.
I like have to do these.
Yeah, I'm saying like now you have 4 done.
I know.
Instead of just 1.
I just have to do these by myself like 3 more times.
Right.
Hopefully you guys like watching these videos because they definitely pressure us to read more.
I really like filming these. It just sucks because since we do make them at the end of the month, they overlap with the wrap-ups, the monthly wrap-ups, and You've already heard our thoughts on 3 of these books, so you're gonna hear it again in the wrap up.
I'm ready for my nap.
I'm gonna knock out right after this. Let us know in the comments what book you most recently read.
Thank you guys for watching. As always, we do put out new videos every Wednesday and Friday, so if you haven't already, make sure to like and subscribe, and we will see you guys next time.
Bye! That's why I don't say goodbye! Oh, I didn't know you could see this. Is that okay?
Oh, the whole time?
I don't know. I don't know, but you can see it right now. Let us know in the comments what your most recent read was. No, let us know in the comments what your most recent read is. Let us know in the comments what book you most recently read was.
Just recently read.
11.